here, bringing you some tier 10 gameplay with my Midway. Today I'm doing it a little different. I'm recording my voice after I've recorded the video, just because I thought this was going to be normal battle. But I actually saw a few things I could talk about fighter wise, so that's what I'll be doing throughout this video. So this is just your average standard battle at tier 10. As we get into it, just launch whatever you want at the start, to be honest. If I know the player and I know he's good in a carrier, I'll actually launch my fighters first. That's just something I do. Yeah, I've never played against this guy, so I couldn't tell you. Anyway, here we go. This is step 1 for fighters. So the first thing I do is see where the enemy fighters are going, and I will set a waypoint past in the general direction the enemy fighters are heading, and hopefully will cause them to start tracking mine. So here we go. So they've already started tracking mine. He must have had his waypoint in the middle of the map. So once my fighters went past, they could have, if my bombers were going past, his fighters would have tracked my bombers first. And since my fighters were going past, his fighters have entered dogfight mode, and they are now locked on my fighters. So I hit return to carrier. So here they go, going back to the carrier, and I actually don't want them to land on the carrier because that means his fighters will return to his carrier. So I set a waypoint just in front of my carrier. This will cause his fighters to follow mine all the way to that waypoint, and once there, they will engage. And since I didn't plan this as an actual fighter tutorial, I didn't really video it, but you can watch the kills go up. 1, 2, 3. 3 fighter kills just then. Now that's a mix of AA and fighters doing the damage, but I actually had the some allied ships around, so they would have got the other 2 kills. But anyway, just back to the normal game. I don't know what to think about the new torpedo spread. I think it's pretty good. Like, it'll take a bit to get used to. As you can see, I just missed one. It's just because this is about my 5th game. 5th game since about 2 months actually in the carrier. So yeah, at the moment I was just doing a bit of scouting with the fighters, just moving them around the map, trying to spot that enemy destroyer I knew was around. So yeah, the team's going pretty good at the moment actually. We're already 2 up. This is quite a fun battle, I must admit. So here we go, launching my dive bombers and torpedo bombers again in a second now. And here goes a lot of enemy. The enemy carrier has now launched his plane, so I've already set a waypoint for my fighters to intercept. Now this here is my fault. He technically, so his fighters had a waypoint right there, and since mine were already going past, since I set the waypoint too close to where the fighters already were, they're automatically stuck in dogfight against his. It's not that big a deal though, because my carrier's right there to the left, as you can see, so they'll provide anti-air support, so I wasn't actually too worried about that, and carried on with trying to sink this Iowa, which is the T9 American battleship. So watch this, 1, 2, 3, another 3 kills right there, 4. Once again, cleared all of his fighters and lost none myself, but decided to hit return to carrier just so I could rearm or make sure they're at full health again. It only took about 20 seconds or 16 seconds. I actually missed the count there. Oh look, my fighter's already ready again. I'm not sending them out because I was checking the mini-map and I can't see any planes, but I'm sending them out now. So I kind of overextended here. I thought we were winning, even though they're only 1 down. So I'm just going to target this Iowa, and then here we go. I'm going to do some tracking with the fighters. So what I do is, first I set the first waypoint, which is just to intercept the enemy planes path, and then the second waypoint I set will be to start following, will be in front of the, will be in the direction the enemy planes are heading, so my fighters keep following them. You can set that as many times as you want. Anyway, back to the action. Just gonna kill this Iowa.
Enemy aircraft incoming.
So right here, I've since my fighters have finished killing the dive bombers. As you can see, the waypoint's actually way back where I set it a few seconds ago. So what I do now is just reset the waypoint in front of my carrier and then get back to the fight. But what this does is makes my fighters not return to where the waypoint was set, and they're instead going to fight the last of those dive bombers there.
Enemy aircraft incoming. Attack target.
So anyway, back to the fight. I kind of nearly actually missed this torpedo drop, which is a bit bad on my behalf. There we go, missed another torp, but that's alright. Still getting used to the new mechanic. Don't judge me too hard, boys and girls. I actually don't know what I was doing just then with those fighters. I couldn't tell you. So we just lost Red October in the, I think he was in the Shimakaze. So this is where I kind of really overextend. I thought we were well up, but apparently not. It is now only one up, and I pushed way too deep, and the Iowa has started targeting me. So this is, I kind of go into full panic mode and just be like, oh god, I need to kill this guy. So here we go, torpedo bombers inbound. 5 hits. So I thought the carrier was about to target me, so I was scrambling the fighters to just get into the fight.
Enemy aircraft incoming.
But instead the carrier went for the Montana, which is lucky for me actually. But I decided to drop a repair kit just then, just to keep my health up so I don't get sitted there by the Iowa. But Shadow has just then sunk the Iowa, so that's right. Didn't actually need to do that. Yeah, now it's just game over really. Good game for the team. Well played. Good game, boys. Battlestar, 76,000 damage. That's not too bad, but 22 planes shot down. It's also pretty average, to be honest, for my style of gameplay. Usually I'm around 28 to 30 plus plane kills, but that's right. 2 ships sunk. Shadow did pretty good in that game. Thumbs up to him. Yeah, I'm just running the dogfighter specialist for level 8 captain and aerobatic maneuvers, which is returns all of your aircraft 10% faster. And I'm just running the normal consumables. And for my equipment setup, I run fighters and double AA. And yeah, now I'm just anyway. Yep. Thanks for watching, team. This is me just playing around, just having a look at if I got any new friend requests. Oh well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah,